hobby was her son. She worked as a secretary and was extremely frugal, did not go out, did not entertain, did not have hobbies until she bought a home in Annandale. But I think he was so grateful for his mom from talking to neighbors and friends. When she started declining mentally and physically, he decided it was his turn to take care of her. So he took care of her, and I think that the strain of working and taking care of her was a little bit much for him, so that I don't think he always monitored his food diaries and his insulin and all of that. What ended up happening is he was driving out of his garage one morning and died. She had dementia so severe that she fought with the police. They didn't know what to do with her because she's a tiny little old woman, and she was fighting apparently with her fists with these big police officers. They took her to the hospital, and APS became involved because there were no family members. And that's sort of how I came involved, because APS contacted me to see if I would help out. So there was no power of attorney allowing anybody to act on her behalf if something should happen to her. I don't think she ever thought she would outlive her son, and I don't think the son thought he would die first. I got involved. I had to clean out the house, take care of getting her settled in an appropriate facility, and make sure that she was well cared for. I hired Dia from Elder Care Consultants to be the care manager.
Okay, well, I'm a Geriatric Care Manager, RN Care Manager, and we were contacted by Liz Gray, who is the Elder Care Law Attorney working with Elizabeth Dusa. At that point, Elizabeth was much more verbal and was, like many of the other patients, sitting out in the common area and next to other patients, but they couldn't let her get too close because she was not only very verbal but very aggressive, and she would let you know what she thought right away, and in no explicit terms. I mean, she spoke right up, and if you tried to touch her, that would really, really antagonize her.
She would consistently just cry and scream. And I was telling Dia that I'm sure she misses her son, and I'm sure she doesn't know what happened to her son in a certain way. We brought in pictures of her son, and I was told that she would call out for him. And Dia suggested that we get a male caregiver that might help her feel a little bit better about everything.
I started looking for a male caregiver. And there are so many home care companies today. And having worked with many, the thing that I think that is important is not to tolerate substandard care. Don't let people come and make mistakes over and over again and say that's okay. Luckily, BestCare provides the kind of people that are devoted to that work ethic. And so I don't have to constantly be second guessing. I know I'm getting that quality of care that I can depend on.
So she had a lot of work to try to find a male caregiver, and we're really lucky to have Hugo because he is just wonderful.
He's from Central America, and he's actually a physician. And so the care that he provides for Elizabeth it's just extraordinary. And the bond that's formed between the two of them is exceptional. So they're kind of referred to here as a little married couple, because everywhere you see Elizabeth, you see Hugo with her. He takes her all over. In the nice weather, they're out at the pond or out in the garden in the back, but he's always with her. And consequently, her quality of life is just so enhanced.
I am a doctor in my country, and an anesthesiologist and a family doctor. That is the reason why in United States I turn my destiny in this direction. Take care of the older patients or young patients too, because all my life I work with this type of patients. The first time, 2 or 3 months was too hard with Miss Dusa. Oh, too hard. Sometimes punch. Yes, sometimes the plate or the food. Okay. All my dress. Oh, no, okay.
And he's gotten her to eat. He's gotten her to allow them to bathe her. She wouldn't let them do anything like that. He's gotten them to allow her to get a haircut. So now she looks very pretty with her hair done. And he's able to feed her, and she's putting on weight, which is amazing. So she's prospering. She's been smiling. She holds Hugo's hand, and he's very sweet with her.
Was 90 pounds in the first time. Right now it's 102. Yes, or 105. Oh, supervisor told me, what do you want? What do you do with Miss Dusa? Dusa is very fat now. Yeah. I like it because the relationships better, much better, much better, much better. Oh, yes.
Well, Hugo knows exactly what's going on. If she wants to get out of the chair and back into the bed, or if she wants another bite, or whatever the case may be, because they're just so attuned to each other at this point.
She likes to go to the activity room. She likes to listen to music. During the spring, or the summer, go out the building. Yes. Go. She likes the sun. It's good.
I always think that part of her feistiness is some of why she's lived so long.
I fell in love with this patient when I first met her because of her wonderful personality, and she was so feisty. I have a picture of her on my refrigerator at home, and my entire family calls her the Deuce because of her last name, because she's just so great. But at any rate,
And I think it's just such a nice story, and I'm so happy that we can give her this end of life rather than what it looked like it was going to be if we hadn't stepped in and fixed all of it.